The nexus ends up with the fact that the land is registered under Meru County, but going by the laws upon which that land has been acquired, used, and settled, the church has been there. And that's the reason why I'm saying I came because of a certain way of dealing with that, is because I want to believe the behavior of a CEO is an important question in the Constitution, irrespective of what exactly drives that behavior. The behavior is driven by finding out that the land belongs to the Meru County and the MYS and leased it. And that's why I'm saying, personally, my argument is the breach, violation of the Constitution when it comes to ethics. That's because it's part of it. Ownership of land is part of the Constitution. Behavior and the ethics of a CEO is part of the Constitution. So, Chair, I'm caught in between lumping them together, which they are related. But my summation and my thoughts and my feelings, what I felt when I was put in that situation, is not dependent on who owns the land. It's dependent on the behavior that is captured in Chapter 6, that is captured in Public Officers Act, and I want to believe those are equally laws that protect Kenyans, and as has been presented, one can begin a process as a person feeling aggrieved. So in my mind, I have the separation of those two. That's why I feel, I say, there is the competent authority to deal with the land ownership. That's not my area. My area is the way I was treated. And I saw other leaders treated. Honorable Chair, I was in US for 10 years. And one time I was treated badly because of my race. So probably that's the reason why I'm so sensitive to how people treat others. And then I'm back in my land, and I'm treated as a criminal right where I was working with the youth. It hurt me. It took me back to that time when police was conned on me simply because I'm black. So that's part of it, is that I feel there is a certain conduct that does not befit a CEO. Whatever the reason is, it doesn't fit that decorum.
Colleagues, some of you are feeling that the point is made, and maybe we don't want to belabor because the evidence is now clear that the priest is not here to speak to the charge, which is vilification of the Catholic Church. Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah? Pardon, Vice Chair? Yes.
Yeah,
so he has said it's not to come here to speak to the vilification of the Catholic Church, and you heard the earlier comment by Senator Sifuna when he challenged Mr. Honorable Kiogora to show us in the video where the governor had demanded for money from the church. So I think we've gotten enough. Let us allow the priest to conclude his case. But counsel, bear with me. I'm not allowed to stop a member from speaking. I'm supposed to keep the mic. So I must give the mic to the Vice Chair and Senator Tobiko. The standing orders don't allow me to stop somebody from speaking. So, Vice Chair.
Out of the evidence that has been given to this Senate.
Very good. When we retreat for report writing, we will give this affidavit the weight that it deserves, based on the evidence that has been adduced. Yes, Senator Tobiko.
Chair, I don't know whether mine has been overtaken by events because I was going to follow on the line that the council was following on the issue of legalities, Article 258, Chair, that, you know, we cannot shroud this process with legalities, you know, that the council should seek to prove their case with facts and run away from allowing your witnesses to drop the ball. Because as you see, the direction the father has taken, the issue of the Catholic Church will now look like it will be pushed aside. The other witness we had, the lady, also ran away from the issue of forceful entry of the county assembly and went to the personal issue of what the governor had previously called women-nominated MCAs. And so, I mean, if you have another witness coming, please let them stick to the case. I'm sure you must have had each witness coming to prove a certain point. I didn't want to get particularly into the issue of the father because, for the record, my respect for the men of cloth, I actually did not intend to ask questions to the priests, because he's a priest, the governor is a bishop. I would have wanted to keep off from the two, let them deal with their conscience.
Council Boniface.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Senators, we are guided accordingly, and we will take all your sentiments into consideration. Honorable Chair, I have a few questions. I still have a few questions for the witness. I will first refer the witness, to Volume 2, which is the Governor's Index of Annexures, and specifically page 147. Are you there?
Sure.
Okay. Part B.